I want to learn English. I want to speak English well. I want to share my thoughts. I want to meet new friends. I want to travel to new places. I have a big dream. I have a clear goal. I want to speak clearly. I want to express my ideas. To do this, I need to be confident. I believe that confidence is very important. Confidence is the key to success. I know that I must trust myself. I know that I can learn English. I know that I can do it. I know that I will speak better with each day. I work hard to build my strength. I work hard to build my confidence. I do not fear mistakes. I see mistakes as lessons. Every mistake makes me stronger. Every mistake shows me a new way to learn. I make mistakes when I speak. I do not worry when I make mistakes. I know that mistakes are a part of learning. When I make a mistake, I learn something new. I learn what I must do next time. I try again. I try until I succeed. I do not stop when I fall. I stand up again. I learn from each error. I know that each mistake is one step closer to success. I practice every day. I speak in front of a mirror. I speak to myself when I am alone. I practice with my family and friends. I practice in simple ways. I say short sentences. I use easy words. I say, I am learning English. I say, I can do it. I say, I am brave. I know that by practicing every day, I will get better. Every day, I grow a little more. Every day, I feel a little stronger. Sometimes I feel scared. I feel nervous when I speak. I worry about not being perfect. I worry about making a mistake. But I know that feeling scared is normal. I know that many people feel the same way. I know that being nervous is a part of learning. I learn to let go of my fears. I learn to speak even when I feel afraid. I learn to trust my own voice. I have a plan for every day. I set small goals. I say, today I will say one new sentence. I say, today I will learn one new word. I do these small things every day. I work step by step. I know that small steps add up. I celebrate every little win. When I learn one new word, I feel happy. When I speak one new sentence, I feel proud. I know that each small win builds my confidence. I listen to people who speak English. I listen to simple stories. I listen to songs and short talks. I pay attention to the sound of the words. I listen to how the words flow. I try to copy the sound in my own way. I learn by repeating simple words and phrases. I practice the sounds many times. I learn the right way to speak. I learn the right way to say each word. I do not compare myself with others. I know that every person learns in a different way. I know that some people learn quickly and some learn slowly. I learn at my own pace. I work on my skills each day. I do not worry if I am slow. I am happy with my progress. I feel proud when I see that I improve. I know that I am on the right path. I dream of a future when I speak English well. I dream of talking with many people. I dream of sharing my ideas with the world. I dream of traveling and meeting new friends. I dream of reading books and watching movies in English. I dream of a happy life full of opportunities. I work for my dream every day. I do not give up. I believe in my dream. I know that my dream will come true. I use my simple words to build my confidence. I use my voice to practice every day. I speak slowly and clearly. I repeat my words many times. I listen to my own voice and I learn from it. I learn that every day I get a little better. I learn that my voice is strong. I learn that my ideas are important. I learn that I can be a good English speaker. I know that my journey is long. I know that I will have many days of practice. I know that I will have many moments of doubt. But I also know that each day is a gift. Each day I learn something new. Each day I move closer to my goal. I take one step at a time. I do not rush. I enjoy the small steps. I know that each step makes me stronger. I am building a strong mind. I build my mind by speaking every day. I build my mind by listening to good examples. I build my mind by reading simple texts. I build my mind by writing short sentences. I use all these ways to learn. I use them to build my confidence. I use them to build a better future. I feel good when I speak English. I feel happy when I try and make progress. I feel proud when I learn new words. I feel strong when I face my fears. I know that my voice matters. I know that my ideas matter. I know that I can change my life with my hard work. I will keep practicing. I will keep speaking. I will keep trying. I will not stop until I reach my dream. I will work every day to build my confidence. I will keep learning from my mistakes. I will keep growing stronger. I know that my efforts will pay off. I know that my dream is possible. I believe in myself. I am confident. I am brave. I am strong. I will speak English well. I will share my ideas. I will meet new friends. I will travel and see the world. I will make my dream come true. I will be proud of my journey. I know that each day makes me better. I know that every little step builds my future. I am learning. I am growing. I am confident. I will keep going. I know that I can do this. I believe in my dream. I believe in myself. My journey is just beginning. I am ready to take the next step. I will always remember that I am strong, I am brave, and I am worthy. Every day I speak English. I practice speaking at home and when I go out. I use simple words and short sentences. I speak in the morning, at noon, and in the evening. I talk to myself when I wake up and when I go to sleep. I say, "Good morning. I am ready for the day." I say, "I am eating breakfast." I say, "Today I will speak English." These small moments help me learn how to speak better. I speak when I do my daily work. I talk while I cook and while I clean my room. I tell my family what I am doing. I say, "I am cooking lunch." I say, "I am washing the dishes." I tell my sister, "I will help you with your homework." I tell my brother, "I am reading a book." I use English to say what I feel. I speak slowly and clearly. I use easy words that I know well. This helps me get used to using English every day. I also speak with my friends. Sometimes I call them on the phone. I join simple video chats where we talk about our day. I say, How are you today? I ask. What did you eat for lunch? We share our thoughts in simple words. My friends and I laugh and learn together. When I speak with them, I feel happy and proud. I learn new words and new ways to say my ideas. This practice helps me grow. I take time to record my voice. I use my phone to make a short recording each day. I listen to my recording and check my words. I hear my mistakes and try to fix them. I say, I am learning. I am getting better. When I listen to my voice, I see my progress. I'm not perfect yet, but every day I sound a little clearer. I repeat sentences many times. I practice phrases until they feel right. This recording makes me learn and improve. I make a list of words that are new to me. Every day I choose one new word to practice. I write the word on a paper and say it out loud many times. I use that word in a sentence. I say, I have a new word today. The word is happy. I then say, I feel happy when I speak English. I try to use the new word in different ways. This way, my vocabulary grows little by little. I am always learning new words and using them in my talk. I look in the mirror and speak to myself. I see my face and smile. I say, hello, I am practicing English. I tell myself, I can do this. I practice simple greetings and introductions. I say, my name is Sam. I am a student. I love learning. I see that I feel better each time I speak in the mirror. I feel strong and calm. I know that practice makes my voice sound natural. I see my progress when I smile at my reflection. I use every chance I get to speak in real situations. I speak with a cashier when I buy something at the shop. I say, hello, I would like to buy an apple. I ask, how much is this? I speak with the bus driver when I get on the bus. I say, good morning. Please, can you tell me the next stop? These small talks give me practice. I learn to use English in everyday life. I feel happy when I use my new words outside my home. I also join online groups where I speak with other learners. I use a simple chat room where everyone speaks English. I write short messages. I say, hi, I am learning English too. I ask, what do you like to do? I answer, I like to read and watch movies. In these groups, I listen to others and join the conversation. I learn how to use words in different ways. I feel part of a group that wants to learn, just like me. Every day, I set aside a small time for speaking practice. I choose a moment that is quiet. I sit down and speak about my day. I say, today, I went to the market. I saw many fruits. I bought an orange and an apple. I try to talk about my feelings and my plans. I tell my voice what I feel inside. I use simple words to say my thoughts. I keep my sentences short and clear. This routine makes my practice fun and easy. I try not to worry about being perfect. I know that mistakes are normal. I know that every error is a chance to learn. When I make a mistake, I try again. I say, I made a mistake. I will try once more. I learn the right way to say things by repeating them. I do not fear a wrong word. I am happy to learn from my errors. Every mistake helps me become a better speaker. I keep practicing because I want to improve. I enjoy my speaking practice. I feel calm when I use English. I feel joy when I share my ideas. I see my growth day by day. I know that every word I speak makes me stronger. I know that every sentence brings me closer to my goal. I feel proud when I can talk with my family and friends in English. I see that practice makes my speaking smooth and clear. I will keep speaking every day. I will find time in my busy day for English. I will speak at home, at work, and with my friends. I will record my voice and listen to my progress. I will write new words and use them in my sentences. I will join online groups to chat and learn from others. I will not stop until I reach my dream of speaking English well. I believe that daily practice is the best way to learn. I believe that each day adds a little more skill to my voice. I believe that even small talks can make a big difference. I will continue to work on my speaking every day. I know that my hard work will help me reach my goal. I know that one day I will speak English easily and with joy. My journey of speaking practice is long, but every day I grow a little more. I am happy, and I will keep talking. I listen to English every day. I sit and hear the sound of words. I watch simple videos. I hear clear voices. I try to understand every word. I listen to songs in English. I listen to easy radio shows. I listen to news in simple English. I hear the voices of native speakers. I listen with my whole heart. I watch TV shows with English words. I watch cartoons and short films. I see pictures and hear words. I learn how words join together. I learn the sound of each word. I see how sentences flow. I notice the rise and fall of voices. I listen to the music in the language. I pay attention to the sounds. I learn how to speak better from what I hear. I use my ears as my guide. I sit quietly and listen. I focus on the clear sounds. I try to copy the sounds in my mind. I think of each word as a small gift. I hear simple phrases that tell a story. I learn how to use these words. I learn how to speak like the voices I hear. I try to match their tone and pace. I let my mind fill with English words. I practice thinking in English. I do not use my native words in my mind. I try to use English thoughts only. I think of simple things in English. I think of my breakfast in English. I think of my walk to the store in English. I think of the weather in English. I let my thoughts be in one language. I train my brain to use English. I learn to think without translating. I take a few minutes every day to sit and think. I think about my plans in English. I think about what I will do today. I think of the words I learned. I think of simple ideas like I am happy. I think of words like I love learning. I think of each new word as a friend. I let these words fill my mind. I make a habit of thinking in English. I use my ears and my mind together. I listen and then I think of what I heard. I try to remember phrases. I recall a line from a song. I think, this is a good way to say hello. I repeat the phrase in my mind. I see the words as clear and bright. I know that each word I remember helps me learn. I use books to help me listen in my mind. I read simple stories in English. I look at the words and hear them in my mind. I read aloud sometimes. I see the words and think of their sound. I match the written words with the sounds I hear. I feel that reading helps my listening. I know that when I read, I also learn to think in English. I sit in a quiet place. I turn off noise. I listen to an easy podcast. I hear a simple story told in English. I concentrate on the speaker's voice. I hear each sentence slowly. I pause and think about what I just heard. I try to understand the idea. I learn that listening is like opening a door to new words. I do not worry if I do not understand everything. I know that it is okay to miss some words. I know that every word I catch is a gift. I learn a little more each day. I hear the words, and I feel them in my heart. I know that listening makes me a better speaker. I know that every sound I hear adds to my power in English. I practice with different sounds. I listen to children's stories. I listen to simple conversations. I listen to elders who speak slowly. I listen to teachers who explain words clearly. I learn from each different sound. I compare the sounds in my head with the sounds I hear. I adjust my mind to the rhythm of English. I make my brain work in English all the time. I join groups online where people talk in English. I listen to their voices. I read their simple messages. I feel their words in my heart. I try to copy their style in my thoughts. I practice by imagining their voices. I pretend that I am with them in a room. I see my mind become filled with English ideas. I feel that I am part of a big group that loves the language. I sit with my ears open every morning. I listen to a new word every day. I let my mind repeat it slowly. I use the word in my own thoughts. I say, "Today, I learn a new word." I say the word in my mind. I know that thinking in English makes me strong. I know that it makes speaking easier. I also use my mind when I walk outside. I see the trees and think of their color in English. I see the sky and think, it is blue. I hear birds and think, they sing sweet songs. I let my mind use English to describe the world. I know that the world is full of words. I use my mind to learn these words every day. I think of my dreams in English. I imagine my future and use simple words. I say, I want to be a good speaker. I say, I want to travel and meet friends. I use English to plan my life. I know that thinking in English makes my dreams clearer. I feel that every thought in English takes me closer to my goal. I practice every day without stopping. I know that my mind must work in English. I listen, I think, and I learn. I do not worry about mistakes in my mind. I let the words flow like a gentle river. I feel the words become a part of me. I see that my mind is strong when it speaks in English. I am happy to listen. I am happy to think. I see the beauty in every word. I know that each word is a building block. I build my future with simple English words. I feel free when I think in English. I know that my mind is like a small garden. I plant new words and let them grow. I water them by listening and thinking every day. I am growing in English. I learn by listening to clear voices. I learn by thinking with my own mind. I know that this way I will speak English well. I feel joy when my thoughts are in English. I know that every new word and phrase brings me closer to my dream. I will continue to listen. I will continue to think. I will always use my mind in English. I learn new words every day. I read simple books and see words on signs. I hear many words from people and from music. I write down new words in a small notebook. I use my notebook to look at the words again. I say each word slowly. I try to feel the sound of each word in my mouth. I repeat each word many times. I try to say the words as clearly as I can. I know that clear words help others to understand me. I know that every new word makes me stronger in English. I work hard on my pronunciation. I listen to people who speak English well. I try to copy their sound. I watch short videos of people talking. I listen to each word with my ears. I say, I want to sound clear. I say the words slowly. I pause between words. I practice by saying words many times. I use small phrases like good morning and thank you. I practice these phrases until they sound right. I know that by practicing these small phrases, I will learn to speak larger sentences. I feel happy when I say a word correctly. I use flashcards to learn new words. I write a word on one side of a card. I write a simple sentence with the word on the other side. I look at the card and say the word out loud. I try to remember the meaning by reading the sentence. I do this with many words. I study my flashcards each day. I mix them up and try to say the words from memory. I test myself until I remember them well. This way, my vocabulary grows little by little. I feel proud when I learn a new word and use it in a sentence. I also use simple tongue twisters to help my speech. I say, she sells seashells by the seashore. I try to say it slowly first. I then say it a little faster. I repeat the phrase many times. I see that my tongue feels more comfortable with the sounds. I learn that tongue twisters make my mouth strong. I learn to move my lips and tongue in a new way. I feel that my pronunciation becomes better each time. I know that these fun words help me speak with ease. I practice with my own voice. I record myself on a small device. I listen to my recording with care. I hear each word that I say. I check if my words sound clear. I try to find any word that sounds strange. I repeat that word until it sounds good. I learn that recording my voice helps me know my mistakes. I learn to speak better by listening to myself. I am patient with my own voice. I know that every sound I fix makes me a better speaker. I ask my family to help me. I speak simple words with them. I say, please tell me if I say this word wrong. My family listens and gives me kind words. They tell me when I speak clearly. They help me practice new words. I feel good when I get support from my family. They make me feel brave. I learn that talking with family makes my vocabulary strong. I learn that simple help can build a big change in my speech. I make my own simple exercises for vocabulary. I write a small sentence on a paper. I leave some blanks where new words should go. I then try to fill the blanks with the words I have learned. I read the sentence out loud. I check if the word fits well. I do this exercise every day. I see that my vocabulary and my sentence making improve. I feel happy when my sentences sound natural. I know that these exercises build my skill day by day. I also use songs to learn words. I listen to an English song. I try to sing along with the song. I look at the words on the screen if I can. I learn the sounds of the words in the song. I try to say the words just as the singer does. I notice the rhythm and the beat of each word. I learn that music makes learning fun. I feel the joy in every note and word. I remember the words because they are in a song. This makes my learning light and easy. I visit simple websites to learn new words. I see pictures and short sentences. I learn the word for each picture. I click on the word and hear it. I see how it is written. I repeat the word out loud. I learn from many pictures. I know that this way I make my vocabulary strong. I use the words I learn when I talk with others. I feel that my world of words grows larger each day. I learn by doing all these things every day. I practice speaking new words many times. I listen carefully to the sounds around me. I write down words that are new. I repeat them until I feel good. I use flashcards, tongue twisters, recordings, and songs. I try different ways to learn and say the words correctly. I know that clear speech and a strong vocabulary will help me speak better. I feel happy when I learn a new sound. I feel proud when my words come out clear. I understand that learning good pronunciation takes time. I know that building vocabulary is a step-by-step journey. I trust that my practice will pay off. I am patient with myself. I work hard every day. I believe that every word I learn is a step toward my dream. I know that I will speak English clearly and well one day. I am on the path to a better voice and a richer vocabulary. I feel hopeful about my future. I keep learning, I keep speaking, and I keep growing. I read every day. I open a book in the morning and read a little before bed. I read simple stories and easy articles. I like to read short books. I choose books that use words I know. I also choose books that help me learn new words. I read stories about people and places. I read news and poems. I read to learn and to have fun. I know that reading makes my English better. Every page I read gives me a new word. Every story helps me see how sentences work. I learn how ideas join together when I read. I learn how words make sense in a story. I feel happy when I read a good book. I go to the library sometimes. I borrow books that are easy for me. I take these books home and read them slowly. I look at the pictures in the books. The pictures help me understand the words. I see a picture of a cat, and I learn the word cat. I see a picture of a tree, and I learn the word tree. I learn new words from every page. I write these words in my notebook. I write the word and its meaning. I look at my notebook every day. I try to say the words out loud. I practice using the words in my sentences. This helps me remember them. I feel proud when I use a new word in my talk. I read stories that tell of adventures. I read tales of faraway lands. I read about brave people and kind hearts. I learn how these people face problems and find hope. Their stories show me many new ideas. I learn that reading is like taking a trip without leaving my home. I travel in my mind as I turn each page. I see new places and meet new people in my books. I feel like I visit the world through my reading. I learn about different cultures and ways of life. I know that every story makes my world bigger. I also read books that help me with school. I read simple textbooks that explain science and math. I read about nature and animals. I read about the stars and the sky. I read words that I see on my classroom board. I learn how these words are used in real life. I learn that reading helps me understand my lessons better. I know that when I read well, I can do well in school. My teacher tells me that reading is very important. I listen to my teacher and I read my books. I know that reading gives me knowledge. I read on my phone sometimes. I find short articles on the internet. I read news about sports and weather. I read easy blogs that use simple words. I click on a story and I see pictures with words. I read them carefully. I learn that the internet has many free books. I download these books and I read them at home. I like the way the words appear on the screen. I touch the words and see them clearly. I know that reading on the internet helps me learn in a new way. I try to read a little every day. I set a small goal. I say, today I will read 10 pages. Some days I read more. Other days I read a little. I keep a record of how much I read. I mark my progress in a notebook. I look back and see that I have read many pages over time. I feel that every page is a step to being better in English. I know that reading builds my confidence. I know that reading makes me stronger in language. I share my reading with my family and friends. I tell them about the books I like. I ask them if they have a favorite book. I listen to their stories and share mine. We talk about the simple words and ideas we read. I see that talking about books makes me understand them more. I learn more when I discuss the story. My family listens to me when I tell them a new word. They smile when I say something I learned from a book. I feel that sharing is a way to learn more. I also use reading to relax. I sit in a quiet place and open a book. I enjoy the calm feeling when I read. I let my mind rest with each word. I feel that reading takes me away from worries. I forget about the busy day when I am lost in a good story. I feel peaceful and happy as I read. I know that reading is good for my heart and mind. I sometimes read aloud. I speak the words as I see them. I listen to my own voice and see if the words sound right. I try to speak slowly and clearly. I learn to hear each word as it is meant to be heard. I repeat the sentences until I feel comfortable. I know that reading aloud is a way to practice speaking too. I feel my voice get stronger with each word. I learn that every book has a lesson. Every story teaches me a new idea. I learn about kindness, courage, and hope from the pages. I learn how to be a better person by reading about good deeds. I see that simple words can have a big meaning. I know that reading makes my life richer. I know that the more I read, the more I can grow. I am happy to read. I am happy to learn new words. I am happy to open a book and see the world. I know that reading is a key that opens many doors. I know that a good book is like a trusted friend. I know that reading helps me see new dreams. I keep my books close to my heart. I know that every time I read, I am one step closer to my dream of speaking English well. I love my reading time. I love the simple words on the page. I love the quiet moments with my book. I know that reading is a gift that I give myself. I know that each day of reading builds my future. I will keep reading and learning every day. I will read many stories, many articles, and many poems. I know that reading will help me be the best I can be. I use my phone to learn English. I use my computer to study. I use a tablet to watch videos. I use digital tools every day. I love the way these tools help me learn. I open an app and see many words. I press buttons and hear clear voices. I watch simple videos that teach me new words. I listen to songs that are in English. I learn by watching and hearing. I feel happy when I use these tools. I use a language app every morning. I start my day by opening the app. I see a list of new words. I tap on each word and hear its sound. I repeat the words after the app. I see pictures that show the meaning. I learn by matching words with images. I enjoy the games in the app. The games make learning fun. I earn points when I say words correctly. I feel proud when I get high scores. I use the app every day to practice. I also watch videos on the internet. I open a website that shows many short clips. I watch clips about daily life. I see people greeting each other and talking in simple English. I see stories with clear pictures. I hear the words spoken slowly and clearly. I try to copy the sounds. I repeat the words out loud. I learn how to speak by watching these videos. I see my favorite characters speak in English. I like to watch movies with subtitles. The subtitles help me see the words. I learn the correct way to say each word. I join online groups to talk with others. I use my computer to join a chat room. In the chat room, many people practice English. I type short messages. I say, "Hello, I am learning English." I see messages from friends. They use simple words. We share our ideas and dreams. I ask questions when I do not understand. My friends reply with clear answers. I feel that I am not alone. We all help each other learn. I learn new words from our messages. I feel happy to be part of a group. I listen to podcasts on my digital device. I find podcasts that use easy English. I sit in a quiet room and listen carefully. I hear clear voices telling simple stories. I learn from the talk. I pause the podcast to repeat a sentence. I try to copy the tone and rhythm. I use my headphones to catch every sound. I like the way the speakers talk. Their voices help me understand new words. I learn from each podcast episode. I feel my mind open with every word I hear. I use ebooks on my tablet. I download a book that is simple and fun. I read one page at a time. I tap on words that I do not know. The tablet shows me the meaning of the word. I listen to the built-in audio. I hear the sentence read slowly. I learn by seeing the word and hearing its sound. I read my favorite chapters over and over. I use the digital dictionary to learn more. I feel that ebooks make reading easy and fast. I also use voice recognition tools on my phone. I speak into the tool and it listens to me. I say, I am learning English with my phone. The tool shows my words on the screen. I check if I spoke correctly. If my words are wrong, I try again. I learn by seeing my mistakes. I practice until the tool shows the right words. I feel happy when my voice is understood. I know that this tool makes my speech clear. I use it many times a day. I use social media to see real English in action. I visit a website where people share simple posts. I read short sentences and clear messages. I watch pictures with small captions. I learn new words from these posts. I like to comment in simple English. I write, I like this picture. I see replies from friends. I learn how to use words in different ways. I feel that social media helps me see real language. I learn by watching the way people write. I use online courses to learn step by step. I sign up for a free course that teaches simple English. I watch the lessons on my computer. I see clear slides with simple words. I listen to the teacher speak slowly. I pause the lesson to write down notes. I review my notes later on. I learn at my own pace. The course shows me many useful tips. I learn how to make sentences. I learn by doing simple exercises. I feel that online courses are good teachers. I use all these digital tools to make my study fun. I like to use my phone, computer, and tablet every day. I see that technology makes learning easier. I learn at home, at work, and even when I travel. I can take my device with me and study anywhere. I learn while I wait for the bus. I learn when I sit in a cafe. I learn on a quiet evening at home. I feel that digital tools are my friends. They help me learn every day. I know that technology can change my life. I know that digital media gives me a chance to grow. I see that every app, video, and podcast helps me learn. I see that every message in an online group builds my skills. I learn new words and phrases every day. I use digital tools to speak, listen, and read better. I feel that each new tool adds a brick to my learning path. I see that I am getting closer to my dream. I feel happy and free when I use digital media. I feel that my world is big and full of knowledge. I see many ways to learn new words. I see many ways to improve my English. I feel that I am strong when I use these tools. I know that each digital resource is a step to my success. I work hard with my phone and computer. I trust in my digital helpers. I believe that with every click, I grow smarter. I am grateful for digital tools and media. I know that they help me learn every day. I use them with joy and hope. I feel that my dream of speaking English well is near. I work with my digital tools and make my future bright. I know that technology gives me power and freedom. I continue my journey with a happy heart. I will keep learning with every new tool I find. I know that digital media is a key to my bright future. I dream of a big world. I want to see many places. I want to meet people from different lands. I know that English is the key to this world. I know that many people speak English. I know that English helps me talk to strangers. I know that English is used in many countries. I learn English to open new doors. I learn English so I can travel and work in many places. I can visit many countries with English. I can go to a big city and use simple words to ask for help. I can tell a taxi driver where I want to go. I can order food in a restaurant. I can read signs on the street. I can talk with locals even when they do not share my language. I can ask for directions and learn about the place. I can join tours and listen to guides. I feel that every word I learn makes me braver. I feel that English gives me the power to travel the world. I can also study in faraway lands. Many schools teach in English. Many universities use English in every class. I can read books that are written in English. I can study science, art, or history with a wide range of words. I can join a class where students come from many countries. I can work on projects with new friends who speak English. I can share ideas and learn from them. I know that learning in English will help me reach my dreams. I know that studying in another country can change my life. I want to work in a big company. Many companies use English for meetings and emails. I can apply for jobs in many lands if I speak English. I can talk with my boss and my team in clear words. I can write reports that show my ideas. I can attend conferences and make new friends. I can build a career that goes beyond my town. I know that English helps me grow in my work. I know that many people choose a job because they can speak English. I learn English to build a future where I can work with people from all over. I can make many friends from different cultures. I can join online groups and chat with people in simple English. I can share my stories and hear theirs. I can learn how people live in faraway lands. I can celebrate their festivals and try new foods. I can understand different ways of life. I learn that every friend is a window to another world. I learn that every conversation builds a bridge between us. I know that friendship grows when we share our words and dreams. I see that English connects me to global events. I can read news from around the world in one language. I can watch videos about important events. I can follow sports, music, and art from many countries. I can join discussions about topics that matter to people everywhere. I can learn how others feel and think. I feel that my voice matters in a global world. I feel that I can share my thoughts with a wide audience. I know that English gives me a chance to be part of something big. I also see that English helps me enjoy art and culture. I can watch movies without waiting for translation. I can listen to songs and learn the lyrics. I can read poems and see the beauty in simple words. I can understand stories from other lands and feel their heart. I know that art brings people together. I know that music and films make the world a friendlier place. I learn that every song and movie in English opens my eyes to new ideas. I feel that my future is bright because of English. I know that I can achieve my dreams if I keep learning. I see a day when I can visit new lands with ease. I see a day when I can study at a great school in a faraway country. I see a day when I can work in a company that values my ideas. I see a day when I can chat with friends from all over the globe. I know that each word I learn is a step to that bright future. I work hard every day to improve my English. I practice speaking with a friend or by myself. I listen to simple stories and repeat the words. I read small books and write my thoughts. I use every chance I get to speak and listen in English. I know that every bit of effort will help me one day. I feel that my work today will open many doors tomorrow. I am proud of my journey. I see that learning English is not easy. I know that there are hard days when I do not understand all words. I know that I sometimes feel lost in new sounds. But I also see that every day I learn a little more. I learn that small steps add up to a long journey. I trust that my dream of a global life will come true. I trust that English will lead me to new adventures. I have a big heart and a big dream. I want to see the world and share my ideas. I want to study, work, and make friends in many countries. I know that English is my friend. I know that every simple word is a door to a new place. I know that every conversation makes me a part of the global family. I will keep learning. I will keep speaking. I will keep dreaming. I know that my future is full of bright opportunities, and English is the key that will open them all. I make a plan every day. I set small goals and follow my own steps. I choose what I want to learn. I learn with simple tools and clear ideas. I work in my own way. I use a book, a phone, or my computer. I work at home in a quiet place. I follow a routine that fits my life. I feel happy when I see my plan working for me. Every morning I start with a small goal. I wake up and say, "Today I will learn a new word." I open my book and read a few pages. I write down the new word on a piece of paper. I say the word out loud many times. I use that word in a short sentence. I feel proud when I see my paper filled with new words. I know that every word makes me stronger. I see that my simple plan works. After my morning reading, I use my phone. I open a language app that shows me new words and short phrases. I listen to the sounds and then repeat them. I tap on the words to see pictures that help me understand. I play simple games that test my memory. I earn points when I speak correctly. I feel happy when I get high scores. I know that each game is a step toward better English. I take a break to rest my mind. I sit outside and feel the fresh air. I look at the sky and think in English. I see the trees and say, "The tree is tall." I feel the breeze and say, "The air is cool." I use my thoughts to practice simple sentences. I learn without even opening a book. I enjoy the nature around me. I know that rest and practice go hand in hand. Later in the day, I use my computer to join an online class. I watch a short video that explains a simple idea. I listen to the teacher speak slowly and clearly. I pause the video and write down what I hear. I copy the sentences and then say them out loud. I feel that each sentence is a step toward fluency. I learn at my own pace. I know that I can take my time and work in a way that suits me. I also spend time writing in my notebook. I write short sentences about my day. I write, "I went to the market. I saw fresh fruits. I bought an apple." I keep my sentences very simple. I use words that I have learned before. I write each sentence with care. I check my writing to see if the words look right. I feel good when I see my notebook full of clear sentences. I know that writing helps me think in English. In the afternoon, I change my routine. I try a new activity. I listen to a podcast with simple words. I sit with my headphones and focus on the story. I hear voices telling a small tale. I try to catch every word. I pause and think about the story in my mind. I say a few words out loud to join the conversation. I learn new ideas from each episode. I feel that each listening session makes my brain work better in English. I also try speaking with my family. I use simple words to talk about my day. I say, I learned a new word today. I ask, what did you do today? My family listens and answers in short sentences. We share our small stories. I feel that speaking with family builds my confidence. I know that even a small talk is good practice. I learn that every conversation matters. When evening comes, I set a quiet time for review. I sit in a calm room and look at my notebook. I see all the new words and sentences I have learned. I read them slowly and try to remember their sound. I check if I can say them correctly without looking. I feel a sense of achievement when I remember a word by myself. I plan for the next day and write down 1 or 2 new goals. I know that each day adds a little more to my learning. I also use my routine to plan fun activities. I watch a favorite English movie with simple language. I listen carefully to the actors. I try to repeat a funny line or a kind greeting. I feel joy when I understand a joke in English. I learn that fun and learning can go together. I mix study with play. I know that my routine can be flexible and full of surprises. I change my plan when I feel it is needed. Some days I learn more, and some days I learn less. I know that my routine is mine to change. I adjust it to fit my mood and my time. I learn that not every day is the same. I take care of my mind and body. I feel that every change helps me find a better way to learn. I know that my personal plan grows with me. I share my plan with my friends. I tell them, this is my way to learn English. I show them my notebook. I ask for their ideas and share my small wins. I learn from others and add new ideas to my plan. I feel that a personal routine is not lonely. I see that many friends have their own ways. We cheer each other on. I know that sharing helps me improve and feel supported. I believe that my routine makes my dream come true. I believe that small efforts every day lead to big success. I know that my personal plan will help me speak, listen, read, and write in English. I work with love and care in every simple task. I trust my plan and follow it with hope. I feel proud of every word I learn and every sentence I write. I know that my future is bright because I take one small step each day. I will keep my routine simple and true. I will make my own plan every day. I will use my phone, book, computer, and notebook. I will practice with my family and friends. I will take rest and then learn again. I will adjust my plan when needed and celebrate my wins. I know that my personal routine is the heart of my English journey. I will continue to learn, grow, and dream with my own simple plan.